Now, the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has supported the ban.
The real concerns around safety and security, so TfL have reached the decision not to renew Uber's licence, and I fully support TfL.
Uber has responded to the ban, saying they will challenge it in court, and it says drivers who use Uber are licensed by Transport for London and have been through the same enhanced background checks as black cab drivers. It also says we have always followed TfL rules on reporting serious incidents and have a dedicated team who work closely with the Metropolitan Police. This ban would show the world that far from being open, London is closed to innovative companies who bring choices to consumers. Let's get more on this now from TRT World, Sarah Morris, who is in London. Sarah, great to have you with us. Now, those words are probably designed to sting right as the UK leaves the EU. But tell us a little bit more about what specifically Uber is alleged to have done.
Well, if you read between the lines here, Azar, I think at the end of the day, Transport for London is saying that Uber is a bit laissez-faire in their policies, particularly when it comes to those background and medical checks of the drivers. We know just a short time ago, Uber was ordered here in London to redo all the background checks for their drivers. There is some argument that they're quite disorganised and also trying to skirt around regulatory constraints. Now, one of the big issues for Transport for London is the use of this technology called Greyball that they say Uber does use. And what it does is it allows Uber to block the whole app to some of its users. So particularly perhaps if Uber suspects that a user may be a government official trying to carry out a regulatory check, then they can perhaps stop them seeing the full Uber app. Maybe they won't be able to see how many cars are in a specific area, particularly if that area or city is one that's not licensed to be used by Uber. The other big problem, of course, was Uber's approach to reporting serious crimes. Now, it was emerged probably only a month ago now, and it was the Met Police that brought this up. There was an Uber driver who had been convicted of a sexual assault, yet he was allowed to keep driving and another assault happened. And the police are saying had Uber not let him keep driving and had they taken a more proficient approach to reporting crimes, then perhaps a second crime wouldn't have happened in this particular case. So there's always been a lot of grey area around what Uber is actually telling the authorities, how much they're trying to protect their own reputation and how much they're willing to do that at the cost of perhaps their passengers.
Now, few things stir the emotions of a Londoner quite like the issue of commuting, of course. So what have Londoners and some of the other vested interests in this whole controversy been saying?
Azar, it depends what side of the fence you sit on. If you're someone who uses Uber, and generally if you do, you don't just use it, you love it, well, those people are livid. I've been on the streets today speaking to many of them. There's been shock, there's been disbelief, there's been anger. They're absolutely furious that this alternative to black cabs, they said, is a much cheaper alternative is available. On the other hand, the taxis here, well, they're very happy with this decision. Gives a little bit of business back to them.
Sarah Morris in London, thank you ever so much.